We've just driven 2.5 hours into Germany and this is our park up. We started the morning with mist and now we've got sunshine. This place is a thermal baths, but we're just trying to find the front door. So wide.
Very beautiful. Found the entrance here.
Maybe come back later.
I think we need masks and things, so...
Swimming gear too.
So we'll come back later. I think this park is so beautiful. We've just been wandering around for a while, just seeing what's about, and there's some lovely little cafes and walks and play parks. It's really, really beautiful here. And for dinner tonight we have a slightly, may or may not work, on making falafel, but we don't have a food processor, so it's a bit lumpy. We're going to have it in wraps with these sauces, tahini and a pomegranate sauce. We've got some fresh tomatoes, and over here we're cooking on a bit of a slow. We've got some red onion and cumin and some red cabbage to fry up with that. So Scott will tell us soon how tasty that is. Slightly crumbly falafel, red cabbage. Let's put this together. This has been going on for several hours now. This park up was really beautiful and quiet earlier, and there was a lot of lovely things to do, but some youths have arrived. They started playing music. I mean, they were shouting before, if we could put up with that, but I think we're going to have to move. It's the middle of the night. The sad thing is Scott has to go out and turn the gas off before we can get going, so wish us luck. As we left the car park, we could see that it was just a big group of guys all gathered around our van, shouting, screaming, playing loud music. We didn't like it at all, and poor Scott had to get out and climb under the van to turn the gas off before we could move. And then of course the whole van's fogged up, so then they know we're there, and it was getting quite sketchy. So we had to kind of like wipe the window as we're peering, trying to find our way out of this dark car park, driving on the right side of the road, which we're not used to. Scott's just stalled the van. Basically, as I turned the camera on, Scott tried to take a corner in too high a gear and the van just stalled completely in the middle of a really busy freeway, so that's why he was freaking out. To give an idea what it's like driving in the middle of the night. Look, there's a sign for bus parking, camper parking. So I turned the camera on to say we tried several more park up spots that had really good reviews on Park for Night. And they're all car parks with hundreds of crowds of teenagers and young people making loads of noise. I don't know what's going on. We're in the wrong area. So we started driving, took a wrong turn, and we found what looks like a park up. But I don't know. So there seems to be loads of activity on the street. Loads of police out. We haven't got our headlamp deflectors on yet because we didn't get round to putting them on. So we're worried that we're going to get stopped. There's a huge army of camper vans here, so I think we're going to be okay. So the review on Park for Night for this place is it's not pretty, but it's quiet. There's trains and things that you can hear, but at least it seems to be just campers here, not groups of teenagers. Check back in soon. So we found this parking lot. It's full of other campers, so I think we'll be safe here. They're all quiet. They seem to all be asleep for the night. The saddest thing about having to leave that parking lot we were in, not only was it beautiful, like such a gorgeous parking lot, it was beside this lovely park. There was so much to see and do. And then we looked up local supermarkets, so we were going to go and stock up on food. And then there was even a laundrette nearby that we were going to go and get our washing done. But thanks to all those really loud people, we couldn't remain there or anywhere near there.
We didn't actually feel threatened by them. They were just really loud and there was no way we were going to be able to sleep.
And when we left the car park, we realised that they were just standing beside our van.
Yeah,
The rest of the car park was empty.
there's a big car park.
They were just standing there at our van. So I don't know what was going on, but I didn't feel safe there. So yeah, that was the one thing that was noted about this park up, is there's a train behind us, so you can hear the noise of the train. Not ideal, we wouldn't have chosen this, but I'd prefer a train than extremely loud music.
Yeah, what you gonna do?
So this is where we ended up last night. It's a bit more of a parking lot rather than a nice town environment, but it was lovely and quiet. There was about 2 trains went past. Much better. There's loads of other camper vans here, so we feel a bit safer. We're gonna go and get some food just now, and then we plan to move on today.
That thing's called a gasometer, according to the signs. And I think it's been turned into a massive diving pool. People dive in that thing, that's huge.
Massive, that's where we're parked, just over there. Mad. Really beautiful here. We thought it was kind of just a gravel industrial estate, but
I think it's just an empty place you might build a building beside a venue, like a gig venue.
And this place obviously gets really busy when it's not early morning in COVID times. A melon. We couldn't find any of the things we normally buy.
Like peanut butter.
Yeah. I guess that's to be expected.
Still, massive bag of shopping.
And a melon. So we're heading back to the van now to have some breakfast. Success! We've made it back. Scott was looking for some meat this time. This should do us a few days.
Our van's made a friend.
We've just made it to our next park up. So let's go. We'll soon find out if it's a good one or not. I'm here with a nice glass of white wine. And for dinner tonight, we're having a turkey fried with onions, some red pepper, and we're going to have that with some salad in wraps as well and a bit of cheese.
We've managed to get parked up just sort of northwest of Stuttgart, a little town called Bruchsal. We haven't seen much of it, but we'll go explore it tomorrow. We haven't seen much because it's dark.
So we have the veggies over here. Now let's go choose the cheese. So we've got goat's cheese.
Goat's Gouda.
Scott's just chopping up the turkey into strips for wraps. You have some salad and some wraps, so a bit of comfort food. And can you believe that the Pinot Grigio was only €2 for a bottle? £5 is a cheap bottle of wine in the UK, and how many euros is that? Like €7?
Ballpark.
Yeah. €2 for a bottle. Would have been rude not to get it.
A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Some more of this. Some more of that. A little bit of this. And a teeny bit more of this. A great big handful of this. And another small handful of that. Give a little foldy. Oh, done.
How is it?
Oh, it's so rich and juicy. Oh wow, I've no idea what the turkey's marinated in, but it's just so delicious. How would you describe the wrap taste?
It's salty, but it's not overpowering. There's a lot of kind of rich tomatoey flavours in amongst the turkey. The turkey's lovely and juicy and fresh. There's a kind of sharpness to the hoda, which just marries it in together really nicely. The vegetables are all caramelised. We've got some really lovely fresh salad here. It's just perfect, it's so good. So this morning has consisted of washing, cleaning the van and washing ourselves. I've washed my hair in our tiny little sink and we're feeling fresh. We had a lovely peaceful night last night. It's really quiet, really beautiful here. So the plan is today we're going to take a nice little walk around, see what's going on around here, and then the next task is we need to find somewhere to dump the grey tank because that's got a red light showing. So nice quiet Sunday. We're actually pretty close to the town. Cute guys.
It's not drinking water though.
No, I wouldn't trust it.
It says don't drink it.
Don't drink it.
Kein
Scott.
Trinkwasser.
Yeah, there's a little fire pit with a chain so you can hang a pig. That's very cool.
So we found a fenced off lake area. I think the lake's called Heidi Sea. It cost us 5 cents to get in here and this place is just lovely.
It's just beautiful.
There are water slides here, outdoor water slides. It's all fenced off for now though. I guess it's just a summer thing.
It's pretty cool. So this is the entrance to the place. They have a lovely looking pizza restaurant, which we may try out.
I think we might.
after walking around for a bit, we've wandered into a zoo.
An animal and bird park. Zoo.
Hi guys. Or should I say, Hello? Your little Bambi. So today we've been blown away by how much amazing stuff there is to do around here. It's just been such a nice Sunday. We took a wee walk this morning, got familiar with the place, did a little bit of work, and then we found the most beautiful swimming lake, which if we'd have known that was there this morning we might have taken a dip, but by the evening it was getting a little bit cold. And then we wandered into a zoo, which was really nice. Just a beautiful area, some lovely walks through the forest. And we've just come in and had some crisps. And now I'm making some dinner. So what are we cooking tonight? I'm going to make a pasta sauce using aubergine, some onions, some pepper, tomatoes, and then a tin of tomatoes as well. Some garlic here. Got some meatballs, some pasta. And so we're having a pasta with sauce. That's the water heating up for the pasta. So here we are in southwest Germany. We are just north of the Swiss border, and we'll fill you in on what's been going on for the past few days. Yeah, so the last check-in we did, we were in Forst.
Yeah, we were.
And that was a beautiful park up, but not very good signal. So we moved down into a town, we did a load of work, did some washing, loads of really boring stuff.
A chores day.
A chores day. And we used the park for night to find nice park ups. So
that's what we've been using so far.
We found a town an hour south with a lovely park up by a river that said no parking restrictions, you can park there, it's lovely. So we stayed there overnight and we woke up the next day to a parking attendant knocking on the van saying, no camping, you can't even park here, please leave now.
So we left.
So we apologised and quickly left. We drove around for a bit, got stuck in a building site because we were trying to head to a car park and the road had washed away. And so that was awkward, and then we found a parking lot that was safe to park on, but it was at an angle like this.
Yeah, steep.
It was actually difficult to walk in the van. So we parked up there to get some work done. We did a lovely run along the river, and this will move us on to the next story. So by that point, it had been a few days since we'd showered.
The sponge bath, though.
Yeah.
We weren't completely stinking.
But we were needing a good wash, and one of the reasons we chose that nice park up that we got shifted on from is because next to it was this lovely, I want to say spa?
Yeah, it was advertised as a spa.
Yeah, and it supposedly had swimming pools and saunas, and we thought, yeah, that sounds great. We'll head there for the afternoon, we'll have a sauna,
Get feeling fresh.
Yeah. So we looked up online and checked all the regulations, and they needed all the standard stuff you need in Germany. So proof of COVID vaccination. Scott practiced his German. He's got a bit of German.
Ja, ich kann eine wenige Deutsche sprechen.
So you can speak a little German. I'm not so good.
Managed to speak to them to pay our way into the place.
Yeah.
That worked well.
And that worked well, and the lady showed us where everything was, or she kind of pointed, and so we went into the changing rooms and put our swimsuits on. And so the complex was kind of divided. There was a swimming area, and then you went downstairs to what they called the sauna park.
Sauna park, that was it.
What was it? It really was. It was a park, like an outdoor park, with loads of saunas everywhere, just dotted in amongst these beautiful gardens, and there were relaxation benches and pools to dip in. Beautiful. Like, somebody had obviously taken a lot of care
Yeah.
to make this place. Problem was the day was a bit cold itself, so there was that. We noticed a lot of people were walking around naked, and we thought, each to your own. Doesn't bother us. But we were wearing our swimsuits because if you've ever been to a sauna in the UK, you'll know that
You wear swimsuits.
you wear swimsuits. In fact, I've actually been in saunas in the UK where women have been fully clothed in saunas.
Yeah.
So we were wearing our swimsuits, and the German,
Not quite a lifeguard, but the attendant.
the attendant came up to us and said something in German, and we were like, I'm sorry, we can't understand what you're saying. So she had to go and get her colleague who spoke English. And she came and she was like, no, you can't be wearing swimsuits in here.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay.
You have to be naked.
She said, this is a naked only area. You have to be naked or you leave. And we were like, okay.
Okay, never found anything like that before.
Yeah, I've never experienced you've got to be naked here. So we were like, well, we paid quite a lot of money to go in these saunas, so I guess it's swimsuits off.
Yeah.
So and that was another reason why we charged up the GoPro thinking we could do a bit of filming, but no, there was absolutely no chance of adding any film of that place. There was a lot of nudity. You're supposed to wear like robes in between. We didn't have robes, and everybody was just walking around naked. So
Yeah. They did say you can wear a towel around yourself
yeah,
for most of it, but yeah, no swimsuits.
so maybe we'll put the link for this place in the description. If you're going there, understand the sauna area is strictly naked. They like you to bring your own flip-flops. If you have a robe, that's a good idea, especially on a cold day.
And a towel.
And a towel to sit on in the saunas. That's what they request. It's completely mixed sex, changing men, women, children, everything mixed together. This is
No one cares.
yeah. I'm sure for German people listening to this, they'll be like, yeah, that's normal.
That, of course.
But for us prudish UK folk, that is just
never found anything like that before.
just the strangest thing. So that's what we did yesterday. And we were it was getting quite late by that point in the day because we went in the afternoon after work. So it was quite dark, so we couldn't really do much filming after. So we just drove to this next park up, which is the first park up that's actually been marked camper vans are allowed here.
Yeah.
That was why we chose it. There's a wee sign there saying you can park your camper. There's no charge, but there's no facilities either. It's a nice little town, but we get the impression locals have been staring out the windows at us. So we get the impression that they kind of want you to move on quickly. The other camper that was here left early this morning.
They left pretty much as soon as they woke up.
Yeah, so overall, to sum up Germany, gorgeous country.
Lovely place.
So beautiful. And I think because it's October as well, the colours, the leaves changing, just stunning. The people are so nice. Like even the attendant that was saying, she was really nice about it, saying that we had to be naked in the sauna. She was like, no, it's okay, you didn't understand, but just make sure you do that. The parking guy that told us off was very polite. He didn't fine us. So
it was just a case of, we will go.
So we've had a nice time in Germany, but the one thing we would say is that we are very much aware that we do not understand a lot of the etiquette here.
Yeah, there's definitely some customs that we have no idea over, and we're trying to be aware of it, but as we go around, we're also aware that there are people just kind of staring. We're definitely doing something strange.
Yeah, we're doing something strange as we're going around, and we do struggle to find good park ups here that we're not getting moved on from, or finding that it's a bit too loud, or just you get there and it's strictly no campers. So I wonder if it's maybe the areas we're choosing, or we could do with somebody that's camped before in Germany as a guide.
A guide would be perfect.
Would be really helpful. So that's an awful lot of talking.
Next up.
Next up, Switzerland, the country of lots of money. We've been looking at the options there. Everything seems to cost quite a lot in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So we're going to fuel up in Germany. We're topped up with food. We're topped up with water. We emptied the grey tank yesterday, so we're all good to go. So we're thinking we'll head down through Switzerland. The real goal of this trip has been Italy.
Yep.
That's where we want to be.
We are going to go and tour Italy.
Yeah. So that's the goal for today. We're going to see if we can stop off somewhere in Switzerland. If we don't find anywhere that's safe or suitable to park, because this is the problem with Switzerland, and you hear it a lot, is that they'll quickly hand out fines if you're not.
So we're trying to be very careful, make sure we do it just right.
Yeah, just right. And also we don't want to pay for a campsite, because the majority of them that I was seeing are quite a lot. Again, it's something that will come with experience. I
Yeah.
think.
We're learning.
Now, we're going to head down through Switzerland. We may or may not stop over there, depending on what we find. I'll try and take some nice shots of the scenery, because Switzerland is gorgeous. And the next stop, for sure, is Italy.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But I remember days I wonder we were always gonna last. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast? Will be no hard goodbyes, thank God we're civilized. Be on our separate ways as we fade into gray. But I still miss the way you used to feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast and let us go? It's time to surrender.
We've been driving through this tunnel for a long time now. The temperature just keeps on climbing. And I'm going to take the hint that when the temperature starts dropping, that's us leaving the tunnel. So I don't think we've even reached halfway through this tunnel. This is crazy long. So that's us down to 32. I think we're beyond halfway. I wish we'd known how long this tunnel was going to be. I would have started timing it. But we've been in here like, how would you say, like 15 minutes in this tunnel so far?
A long time. Feels like most of my life.
It doesn't end.
Just keeps going. Do you think we get to the end of it?
That looks like, oh my god.
That's the end of the tunnel.
Okay, my temperature theory was off.
30 degrees. Jeez, hello,
Is it actually that warm
daylight.
outside? Surely
Oh
not.
my goodness. I thought we were going to die in there.
30 Celsius outside, wow.
I don't think it is.
Temperature is dropping. It's just a toasty tunnel.
It's just very full of fumes.
There's a helicopter up there.
No, it is cold out there.
The thermometer is just not quite so responsive. That's all it
Maybe
is.
our engine was heating up.
Maybe. Oh look, they've got a rope hanging from underneath them.
They're rescuing someone.
Maybe.
Yeah, look, helicopter rescue. Either that or they dropped something.
Now that it's ended, nothing to say, 'cause guess we've said it all. Now why do we care to dream? Guess we wanna believe that it's not too late. And why do we care to dream? We gotta believe it is not too I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. Did what we could, my friend, but now we're at the end.